So then Arlong picks this man up again, and oh nah, look at the way he has, bro. His hand around him like that. He's got Genzo T-posing for real.
Paper, scissors.
Before Arlong, every antagonist that the Straw Hats had faced up to that point was fodder tier level threats. This man is a straight up demon and a menace to society. So, everyone's enjoying life in Kokoyashi Village, and right on schedule, they start showing glimpses of Arlong's flag. And you already know, we can press F to pay respects right now. Then we see Arlong's ship, and bro, the way it just disrespectfully slammed into the island instead of docking was wild. You cannot tell me this man Arlong does not have the MJ fit on right now. So the first sentence that comes out of this man's mouth is that the island is his property now, and since everybody is now renting on his island, they're gonna have to pay at the first every month.
If I was you, I'd move on to his block and take $1 from him every day for the rest of his life.
100 bands for an adult, 50 bands for a child. Anybody who can't pay is gonna have to walk the plank. So Nami and Nojiko hear all of this, and Nami's like, what are we gonna do? We're poor. So then Genzo's thinking to himself, I hope they leave without seeing Bellamir's house. Arlong is getting ready to leave Kokoyashi Village. Out of nowhere, Arlong straight up hits this MJ pose unsolicited.
My whole fucking flow! Word for word, bar for bar!
Then one fishman is like, I see smoke over there. Then it cuts to Bellamir cooking, and Arlong has that devious look. For whatever reason, this man Arlong decides to take his entire crew to Bellamir's house. So everyone in the village is pressed because they know Andrew Tate would not approve of Bellamir's bank account. So Nami and Nojiko start running back to Bellamir's house to try to get to her before Arlong gets there. That's when the village elder interrupts them by clotheslining the both of them. Then we cut back to Arlong about to take a large step. And then we see, oh, this man's stepping on Bellamir's arm. And you would think with the state of that arm, Arlong has made his point.
No.
This man immediately chooses violence and decides to step on that arm again. So Genzo, who's low-key the GOAT, steps in and tells Arlong that Bellamir will pay Arlong his money. And you already know this put a smile on Arlong's face. So Arlong tells him that if she can pay, he'll stop beating the life out of her. Genzo's like, do you have the 200K to live? And she's like,
empty. 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 Empty.
Then Hachi's bitch ass is like, hey, there's a table in here set for 3. Bro, Nami's better than me. I know Hachi made up for it later in the show, but hot damn, I would have had to at least hit that man with an attitude adjustment before we start talking about forgiveness. So then Genzo, again, being the GOAT, uses some more of that persuasion, and he tells Arlong that the other 2 seats are for him and his friend. So one of the fishmen deadass checked the Carfax of the village, and it says on there that Bellamir hasn't given birth to any children. So that leaves them off of the town record. But that hit Nami and Nojiko kinda hard because they were making the I didn't know I was adopted face. So once again, the Arlong pirates are about to leave when Bellamir tells them to wait. Then she uses the 100K berries on Nami and Nojiko instead of using them to save herself. So Genzo starts getting mad. He's like, hey, what are you doing? I passed all those charisma checks so everybody could live. So then Nami and Nojiko run to Bellamir, and just as they were having a nice moment, the Arlong pirates pull up right behind them. So then Genzo stands on business with the akimbo and all the perks on deck and starts blasting, and then immediately gets slashed by the swordsmen of the Arlong pirates. So then the villagers pull up W Village and start fighting the Arlong pirates. And Arlong tells his men to rough him up but don't kill him because that's passive income running at us right there. So then he walks up to Bellamir, and then it cuts to the villagers just getting decimated in the background. And then Bellamir says her last words. Arlong straight up ices her in front of her children. Now, you would think that'd be the end of the flashback, but Oda said if I'm not giving my audience chronic depression with this backstory, I am in fact not cooking. Arlong is laughing after shooting Bellamir, and Hachi's bitch ass again. This man picks up a map that Nami drew. This was a mistake because Arlong takes a look at the map.
The money is always right.
so he just straight up takes Nami with him. So Genzo, who's still recovering from getting sliced, tries to stop Nami, and without warning, that man catches twice as many slashes as last time. So yeah, can't lie, Nami's backstory is really metal. Then we cut back to Kokoyashi village, where Genzo is telling the villagers to expect Arlong since his weapons cache got discovered. So Arlong pulls up. Is that the Grim Reaper? Then Genzo's back at it again, trying to use that persuasion, and is like, I'm a collector. Is there any law that forbids me from collecting things?
A few moments later.
Arlong has Genzo in a vice grip and is getting ready to send this man to go chill with Bellamere. And bro, again, W Village, because they're getting ready to square up, because they know One Piece is the most gangster anime in existence. So Arlong's like, y'all want me to let him go? Okay. And immediately yeets bro into the ground. So then Arlong picks this man up again, and oh nah, look at the way he has bro his hand around him like that. He's got Genzo T-posing for real. So Arlong is getting ready to send Genzo to the Shadow Realm when the GOAT himself intervenes. So everyone's trying to figure out who shot Arlong until they see my guy Usopp on the roof. So Arlong is pissed after taking that shot and straight up picks up the building that Usopp was standing on. Oh lord. Arlong tosses the house into another house, and the fishermen are like, hey bro, we just destroyed a village last week. We can't afford to destroy another. But Arlong was not trying to hear none of it. Usopp survives the wreck and immediately hits the race. So some of the fishermen, they force Arlong to head back into Arlong Park before he destroys any more of the village. So there's a new Navy branch that decides to go after Arlong, and they're looking ready. They're looking like they waited their whole lives for this moment. So they said they stand on business, and without warning, shot a cannon straight at Arlong Park. And bro, this man Arlong caught the cannonball, crushed it with his jaw, and had his own fisherman like, God damn! When out of nowhere, one of Arlong's lieutenants pulls up on the ship and pops the captain of the ship and sends the Navy ship to the Shadow Realm. Arlong tells the fisherman that Nami has almost reached her $100 billion berry quota to buy Kokoyashi village, and that he has to honor it because that's the kind of man he is. So not even 2 seconds later, they show us some of the Navy, including Ratman, a Marine that has Arlong on his payroll, is snooping near Bellamere's house, and they end up finding Nami's stashed money. So once Ratman finds Nami's money, he's getting hyped because he cut a deal where he gets 30% of that money. Nami rushes Ratman, and he whips out the blicky with the swiftness and is getting ready to pop Nami when Nojiko straight up takes a bullet in the back for her.
Later.
So Nami pulls back up to Arlong Park, mad as hell, and she's like, what about all that talk about not breaking promises when it comes to money? And my brothers in Christ, this man says the most asshole statement I've ever heard. He says, just when did I break that promise? Like, get this man a shiesty mask, cause stealing from the person who owes you money so they pay you twice is crazy. So bro has Nami crying after essentially destroying 8 years of her work, and starts laughing, and he's like, let me know when you have the money and I'll let Kokoyashi village know. You know the terms of the deal. Bro is a demon. So the next time we see Nami, she's looking at that Arlong tattoo with the rage of 1,000 suns. That's pretty much all I got, and everybody knows what comes next. The OG Straw Hat pull-up is next. So if y'all can get this video to 1,000 likes within the next 2 to 3 days, I will do my best to blitz out that video as fast as I possibly can for y'all.